I'm gonna need a drink for this one. Birds of Prey. Now, Birds of Prey is the latest film in the DC Extended Universe. It stars Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and in the film, she and the Joker broke up, so she needs to cope with that. And now that she no longer has the Joker's protection, a lot of bad guys are after her. Most notably, a guy who's based on the comic villain Black Mask, and that's how I'm gonna refer to him because he's not really the Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor. So eventually she teams up with other Gotham City ladies to take him out, and that's all I'm gonna say about the plot because you should experience this movie without me spoiling the shit out of it. I didn't even know what to expect. I saw the trailers and I thought they were quite underwhelming. I wasn't looking forward to this film, even though I was a huge fan of Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. I mean, say what you want about Suicide Squad, but Harley Quinn was amazing. So I was like, yeah, I kind of want to see her again. And you know what? She was hands down the best part of this film. She's funny, she's sexy, she's quirky, she's insane, and she's menacing to a degree. So she really captured the essence of that perfectly. However, this movie is once again as subtle as a chainsaw. She has a tattoo. She has a rotten tattoo on her cheek. Why? Wasn't the damaged tattoo of the Joker stupid enough? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. They wanted to move away from the Suicide Squad, yet they repeated the same mistakes. Remember all those annoying title cards and the expositional dialogue? That's basically, once again, how we're introduced to all the other characters. And I did not give a shit about any of the other characters because they're not really important. I mean, this movie's called Birds of Prey, but it's the Harley Quinn show. I mean, this Montoya, is that her name, the cop, who suffers from mansplaining. Yeah, it's also very subtle. Like, the social commentary in this film, some people described it as subtle. It's as subtle as a chainsaw. Seriously, I was shocked. Every single man in this movie is an asshole, a misogynist, a potential rapist. I was like, really? Really? I mean, okay, but fuck it. Then we got Black Canary. The actress is actually pretty good, even though she's the sister of a now infamous con artist. And then we got Huntress, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, or Winstead. I never know how to pronounce her last name. I'm a fan of her in general, and I was really looking forward to her. Unfortunately, she gets the least amount of screen time, and her backstory seems super interesting, and it's done through montage and exposition. Once again, how did they did the same thing. They did the same fucking thing. But what I did enjoy about this film were all the action sequences. Chad Stahelski is responsible for them. He already directed Deadpool 2, and he's responsible for all the John Wick movies, so the action is phenomenal. The hand-to-hand combat sequences, the choreographies, the stunt work, and yes, the R rating. That's all very impressive, and it's amazing. It's an action movie first and a comic book movie second. But that's where all my praises end, because this movie was terrible. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I fucking hate it. And it's not the social commentary. I know that movies these days just have these, and those never compromise the movie-going experience for me. What really destroyed the movie-going experience for me was the fact that the entire plot is plagiarized, because it's basically Deadpool 2. Like, they even turned Harley Quinn into a female version of Deadpool. She's talking to the camera, she's breaking the fourth wall, and I was like, what? Even the storytelling is really choppy, but not choppy in a clever way, but in an extremely annoying way. This movie is loud and obnoxious, and there's this young girl who's stealing from everyone, and they called her Cassandra Cain. I was like, I recognize that name. Oh my god! Oh, that's not Cassandra Cain. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, they butcher so many iconic comic book characters by basically having only one thing in common with the original characters. The name. Like, Victor Zsasz is in the film, okay? And he's in a relationship with Black Mask. He is not the psychotic mass murdering asshole that he is in the comic books. He's basically a henchman, which sucks ass because I wanted to see Victor Zsasz on screen for quite some time. They already butchered him in Batman Begins, and this time around they went too far. What else is there to say? I really didn't like this film. This movie has a few sequences where I was like, what? Like, am I watching Moulin Rouge? The soundtrack is not memorable whatsoever. And I can't believe what I'm about to say. I can't. Here it goes. The team dynamic was handled better in Suicide Squad. Yep, I went there. Because the team doesn't assemble until the very last act of the film. They barely interact with one another. It's just a missed opportunity. There was so much talent involved with this film, and by the end of the day, it just comes off as super lazy. Storytelling is lazy. Even the social and moral implications are handled extremely lazy. Because it's really in your face. It's not subtle. It's not incorporated into the story in a clever fashion. It's just we now interrupt the film for social commentary. The jokes don't land whatsoever. I didn't laugh once. But I liked Harley Quinn, even though she was female Deadpool, and I liked Ewan McGregor's performance. That's all. That's literally all I have. Fuck it, I'm going there. Birds of Prey gets the shit award. Yeah, it's the first massive disappointment of the year. And before you asked me, like, what about The Grudge? Like, I didn't go to see The Grudge. I heard it's terrible. Saw the trailer, thought it was gonna be terrible. So yeah, I'm not going out of my way to and pay hard-earned money for shitty films. So this is why I didn't review The Grudge. But I got to see this one, and I didn't like it. So, Birds of Prey, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe. Cheers.